Okay. Let's see how that does. Okay, just let me know what it sounds like now. I'm gonna listen to it also. Yeah, it does sound just a little better, not too much. Let me see. One, two, mic check. 1, 2. Cool, cool. Right, I just lowered the gain sound, so all I have to do is just, amp that up just a little bit. Can you hear it, or you need to hear it some more? I didn't really want it to sound like I was breathing on the microphone. Okay, I repositioned my mic. It should be a little louder. landing pad. Yeah, I'm not used to talking on on stream, I guess you could say. You know, I do talk to my friends, but right now I don't have any friends, real life friends in the game, so it's kind of hard to, you know, get everything going. But hopefully they'll get on soon, and I know they're gonna get on once it launches. I think they're kind of waiting because that 150 is a little steep for them, but it's all good. If you are playing, let me know. I'll friend you. Don't mind running around. I love to explore, so that's, you know, one of the main things I want to do. I also want to start a guild that's really all about helping everybody to combat the negative elements that are going to be present in this game just because of the way that it's structured. And yes, it is going to be free to play, which is pretty awesome considering the quality of the game. I really like it. Of course, some of the textures look, you know, 2D when you look at them, but overall the game is spectacular. So I really look forward to playing this for a very long time. Right now, like I said, I'm just questing, trying to get to level 50. As you can see, these enemies come in and, you know, most of them are already level 50. They're definitely higher than I am. So I really have a lot of trouble when it comes to, you know, trying to PvP with them, but I know it's part of the game, so it's not a bad thing. But you know, you just have to find, you know, other ways around everything. So in my warehouse,
안전한 보관을 찾는다면 날 찾아오라.
my inventory, it was not full up. All of this crafting stuff, because I'm putting crafting on the back burner right now. Yes, it is open world PvP. It's even faction against faction, as well as in faction PvP. You can fight your own faction, and you can fight against the other factions. You can fight against the other factions, you know, anywhere. Besides the safe zones that are designated in the game, which is a good thing. Let's see, it's down that large. What is that? Which is indicated by these symbols here: Temple Priestess and the Priestess Nui. Those areas are designated safe areas. Places like this, as long as they have neutral alliance guards, sentries, different types of guards. As long as they have those, you're pretty safe. They can still kill you. Like I said, if you're level 50 and my level, you know, they can potentially kill you before the guards get a chance to kill them. So you do have to be very careful. You know, it just kind of makes you more aware of your surroundings, and it has a more realistic feel to the game. You know, but yeah, me too. You know, I kind of debated about the whole 150 thing, and I was like, well, you know what? I'd rather, since it's going to be free to play, I'd rather, invest in the game because I would like them to, I would like to give feedback, and I would like them to make it even better. That's my main thing with any game. I've beta tested a lot of different games. I've tested games also, and I'm very big on trying to make the game experience better for everybody, not just one type of player. Because of course we have to realize that we're all different types of players. We all have different play styles. We all have different likes and things that we want to see in the game. So it's kind of a struggle all the time to balance that. So that's one of the things that I do realize about the struggle that the developers go through. And it's pretty cool. I like being part of the process, and when it comes out, being able to say, yeah, I tested that game before it came out. Any achievements? I'm not. I know they do have achievements, but I don't really know exactly how that's gonna play out. Um, I don't even know exactly where to find them. Um, just bear with me here for a second. I will try to find it. And I do not find it. I do not see it. Yeah. Sometimes it'll pop up and say, like, it'll give you different unlocks for like discovering different areas and whatnot. But I don't really see any place to actually check it. I have started a guild, but I am not very, how can you say, active in recruiting at this time. I look to do that, more later on. Like I said, once I get level 50, then I think I can be a more persuasive person when it comes to, what my ideals as to what exactly. My game just crashed with the memory area error, so let me restart it here. You're gonna see it slip, but you should still be hearing me. It's loading up now, but yeah, I don't know exactly what and they may have kept that out purposely so that it can be a surprise as far as the achievements and whatnot. Once you get into the game, I don't know. I would have to check the forums about that. But you can also check the forums, and if you have any information, feel free to share it. Um, you know, share the stream with some of your friends, and hopefully I can, do a lot more. I do stream several games, but this is one of the main games I plan on playing. So this is something that I'm kind of focusing on. But definitely, if
Achieved with
I have
CryEngine 3.
many games on my PC, um, and I was just recently beta testing WildStar. I'm signed up for the beta for Swordsman and all types of other ones. I checked it. Okay. Yeah. I didn't think it would be at this point. So but thanks for verifying that for me. Appreciate it. And if you haven't already followed, I'd just like to thank you for coming to the stream, and if you want, you can follow and get updates for when I'm streaming. And when I stream, I typically stream for hours. I'm not one of those streamers that streams for, a couple of hours and I stop but at the same time, um, I actually do take breaks. So I may take a break and then go, to whatever, real life, and come back, and the game would still be going. Um, but I will, once I start getting more followers, and if there is someone in there with me, I will actually let them know, hey, I'm about to take a break, and I'll see you that way. If I talk with a little accent, it's because I'm from the South, so I'm actually from Georgia, so, just bear with me. If you can't understand what I'm saying, just let me know. And I'll try to, work it out for you. But, yeah, so let's let everything load up into the memory again. And I am running mine with DirectX 11. They tell you to take the DirectX 11 off because they say it causes a lot of graphical issues. But I prefer to keep it on just so that if anything happens and I need to report it, to help them work with that particular issue, I can do that. Okay. Well, welcome from Ukraine. Always good to see, my international brothers and sisters. Glad to have you guys. I am definitely one of those people who believe that we're all part of the same family, so no worries there. I'm an inclusive person. I'm not an exclusive person. And they're mounting up here because I don't know if you can see that, but it says peaceful period. After a war, it goes into a peaceful period in the area that the war occurred in. And once that's over, then you can actually start another war. So it's pretty awesome. In Ukraine, you may want to check out the Russian, because I think the Russian is already in it's already in the open beta phase. But if you just want to, we're definitely glad to have you, checking out my stream. And if you're just looking to get on to the the NA and EU, that's fine also, dude. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go do some more stuff for your enjoyment. Let's see here. Another good thing I like about it is when you put your cursor over it, it lets you know it blinks the area. If you couldn't tell by the numbers, then you could actually do that, and it will kind of give you an inkling as to where it is. One thing I've noticed though is sometimes the numbers are out of order, so that also helps when it comes to that too. Oh, okay. You're from there. You don't live there. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Now we're going to check out the dangers of the Hexmire. Cleanse the cursed mire. Achievement rate 0 out of 100. See, and I don't know if you're seeing that, but that's one of the graphical errors that happens right there. And it usually happens around certain individuals for some reason. Certain player characters, I've noticed that it actually centers around them. And if they're in your line of sight, it will cause that error. But once you turn away from them, it goes away. It's so weird. I guess that's part of it being a sandbox MMO, but it's just one of those things. So it's one of the things I've noticed about it. Combos in the game. Add effects to skills. Causes different regenerative effects, debuff effects on the enemies. I have 4 different characters, the 4 different races. and I made each one. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. That's cool. I made 4 different characters um, from the 4 different races, and I actually centered this one around Battle Rage. He's pretty much going to be on tank. And my next one I have centered around healing. The next one after that is centered around shadow play, which would be the rogue style play. And he's actually from the other faction. He's actually one of the Firans. The healer is an elf, and the last one is the Harani. He's an archer. He's a kind of archer slash. I'm gonna make him like a magic archer. Because I think that's pretty cool. He's gonna pretty much focus on everything ranged. Even though you can, and they did say this in the stream, you can do all of them with one character. I am still one of the, the old school geeks that like to try out all the all of the races, all the classes, different factions. I think it's going to present an issue because I think some people are going to kind of take advantage of that, and I think they're going to actually, use it to, have espionage type characters. Again, this is one of those games where it's all about, I'm not gonna say it's all about, but it's a great deal about. PvP. So, that is something that you would have to take into account. They had different ways of actually making sure the first is all about the guild or faction. Of course, you can get labeled as a traitor, cause you have to start all over again, or just deal with it. But that's one of the things that kind of foresee happening until it becomes like an issue, or like I said before, until someone gets actually labeled as a traitor. That's one of the things that will happen. People will actually take advantage of that. And again, I feel like it's part of the game. It's something that I would be aware of, so I would kind of, make it a point to, see what the person is about before I actually get any permission from my guild or family permissions on my farm, my property. Can't do that. Can't wait. I'm really excited. I want to get some people who, actually do, they don't really have to do web design, but like community management and whatnot, because I'm pretty sure they have platforms that built where you would have to do very little when it comes to actually designing a page. But I want to have a guild page, community forum for the guild, because I plan on making mine pretty dynamic. I want it to be have different branches, different arms, because in this game is going to be about a lot of different factors. You have the military aspect, PvP, security of your areas, and, stuff like that. Then you're also going to have the trade factor, which you're going to want to have, a lot of people. On that, somebody's going to attack me. That's why I stated there. But, you're going to want to have people on that also, to get people what they need, in the guild. Have that type of influence in the game. Also, of course, to build structures and whatnot, you're going to have materials. You're going to have people who can actually make what you need. And, people who can make armor and gear for the military arm. And the military arm would, in turn, protect the trade arm, on trade missions and whatnot. That's my vision. As well as an adventuring side that just goes out and explores and just finds new areas and, topples new challenges and raids, it does just all these types of things, just experience the game, because that's one of my main things. I love to explore adventure in a game, and especially a game like this that's, so dynamic and so open. I'm constantly finding myself in places where I just want to stop and take screenshots. It's amazing because it's just like, wow, they really did put a lot of quality into the world. And that's pretty cool. Very, very good when they did that. So, yeah, that's what I want to do as far as my guild is concerned. That's the plan. I'll find out. Currently, consider even though exactly how you classify that terms, but that's one of the things I like about this game. There's 120 class combinations. You can make literally make 120 different classes by combining the three main skill sets. There's three main skill sets, and within those three skill sets, you have not exactly sure on the number. I think it may be 11. I think it's 11. Different well, inside each skill tree you have skill sets. Okay, each skill set, and there's 11 different skill sets, I think. Well, I'll just wait until I get somewhere where I can actually show you guys. But just the math has already been done. Someone has already come up with it. It's official. There's 180 classes that you can choose. That's pretty awesome. Because as I was saying before, different people have different play styles, and they want to focus on this more than they focus on that. Not just that, but when you get into different situations, you may want to focus on one thing more than the other. More range, more magic versus physical. different things of this nature. Give me 1 second to take a drink. You know, different things of this nature. You have that ability. Um, Still trying to figure out how to like win this place. Collect the column of really cooking now when it comes to experience. They're gonna fight another 76. Plus I'm not in cave a lot. Which, you know, majority of the time they don't really take you back any. It doesn't. There's no EXP penalty, but there is sometimes. So that's something you do have to deal with when it comes to that. But when it comes to PvP, and it doesn't happen as often as if you were a PvE fighting. But again, that's another aspect I thought brought out, because otherwise it would, you know, just be, you know, them farming and shunting lower level characters all day. It would just happen all day. You have people, you know, who just don't want to see, you know, I'm not gonna say they don't want to see you get ahead, but they, you know, they say, hey, if I kill you as part of the game, why not? You know, I don't share that belief. I don't share that. Sometimes I do attack lower level characters, but I don't make it a point to do that. I would rather have a challenge. I would rather have someone who is my level or greater. Preferably close to it. Not just, but you know, like I said, that's part of this game, and that's part of the reason why part of my guild will be all about protecting. Because this type of game really just starts literally when you get level 50. So you have tons of things. It will not be one of those games that, okay, I got level 50, now what? Okay, I'm just gonna go play it. You know, it's not gonna be this easy. Interesting thing I was watching during the stream yesterday was they were talking about the castle that you could build and have houses inside of the castle. They're protected out of the castle from raiders. So people can come and raid your farms and whatnot. So, you know, that's an added layer of protection for that. But the interesting thing that they were saying about that was that if they take the castle and everything in it becomes property of the person or the people who take it. Because it won't be a person, it would have to be people. It would be a siege type battle to take it. Couldn't take it. So that's another aspect of game content. In, so we can't really call it end game. We'll say later game content, or high level content. So yeah, there's so much to this game. It's so diverse that it's ridiculous. And we have just been talking about it. I have really just explored the mainland. You have an entire ocean that is basically another continent, and you can explore it, and just like you would any place in the world, um, with different dangers, just like the mainland. So, or the continents themselves. So, that's another thing that we're gonna have to get into, in the stream. Once I get to, like I said, I'm just focusing because, for one, trade work is very expensive. It's very expensive at this point. For low level materials, it is ridiculously high. And I don't mean ridiculously high like everything's like 100 gold. I mean in context as to the ease of gathering, the skill level is what I mean. It is really not. It really shouldn't be that much, for a stack. But there are dangers in this game, so you have to take that into consideration also. And, it's one thing that I'm like, okay, I can, because when I'm running through the world, I don't see a lot of resources, and I've seen guilds, and I've pretty much picked up on what they're gonna do. Welcome back, King Black 12. Okay, welcome back, King. What I've seen that they're going to be doing is, they're going to have different arms for resource gathering and whatnot also, and they're right now they're just all into it. So, that's something that it's going to be a hot ticket, but I don't know how that's going to play out. Hopefully they'll add more resources, because at this point it's kind of dry. I mean, you go around and sometimes you just creep up on some pretty cool stuff, but most times it doesn't happen that way. Okay, I'm going to have to prepare for that a little bit more. That is this one. Give me 1 second. Mute that. And that should keep that. I am just all right. Now I think we're ready. Shouldn't have too many more distractions. They hear it in the background, but I do accept calls because I do work with computers for myself at this time, and sometimes I get calls from customers all the time. So just bear with me on that. Sorry, guys. We have to make a living. invited me to her earlier.
대상의 방향이 올바르지 않습니다.
Sometimes the skill buttons just go. Keep my eye on it. Yeah, so we're just looking for the other animals that we can kill. Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. Okay. Let me do something real quick that I didn't do earlier. Okay, start that up. Frames a little bit. I didn't have my overclock. First I was using one-handed, or actually a two-handed sword, great swords, and then Nodachis. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's what I was using at first, and then for a good little while, up until about level 30, and then I switched to the sword and the shield. Just to test it out and see how it works. It works great. Now I'm trying out the dual wield. I do dual wield with my shadow, my rogue. He's actually a Reaper. He's the Reaper class. That's what he's called. He's pretty. The name fits him. His DPS is very high. Yeah, King Bro, do you have any questions in the question? Check out, just let me know. I'll try to make that happen for you. Like I said, I think this game is awesome. I like playing this game. I can sit here and play this game for hours. Silver Phoenix.
체력이 부족합니다.
Alright, all finished here. Heading back to turn in. Turn in down here first. Hop up on that. hello to the new people in the stream or person.
광물이 부족합니다.
요런 거 저런 거 잔뜩 있어요. 뭘 보러 오셨나요? 또 보게 될 거예요.
떠돌이가 점점 많아지는군. 경계를 강화해야겠어.